Welcome my beautiful creative people. This is a channel all about decorative planning and junk journaling mainly, and today I've got a lovely kind of junk journal scrapbook spread for you. So this is my self-care journal, which I've started because of sort of issues that we've got in the family, and I felt that I've really needed to do it. So I can't show you what's written in it, but I'll just give you a quick flip. There's 3 pages there, so 1 page is 4 and 5. And I think I do have enough for 2 pages. So this has kind of got a little bit of a children's theme going on. I've got some ripped children's book pages, but also this is some lace that's come from my shop. I have lace bundles in my shop, so this is what the lace bundle looks like, and I'm going to use one for myself, so I quite thought this lace would look good. So it's how we're going to attach the lace and leave some journaling space. So need like 3 or 4 areas on each page for journaling, so I don't want it to completely be covered. So let me think. Let's start with this big piece, I think. Let's get my scissors. So far I've been doing some videos where you're just listening, but today I'm going to talk you through it a little bit. So yeah, I thought I would talk with you today, so that not all of it is ASMR, but see what I'm doing a little bit more. So some people don't like cutting when it comes to journaling, but I say do what you want. That's the most important thing about everything, is do what you want. So I'm going to put that one in the corner, and I think this one softens that a little bit, so I think I'm going to get that in first. I hope this is going to be a day where I lose everything, because that's not going to be very helpful. I might have to get some runny glue out for that, but I do use the tape mostly because actually it's quicker and easier and it's less messy, albeit probably more expensive, so I like to use it for most things, for journaling or junk journaling. Okay, don't need that much glue. I'll pop that one in the corner like so. There we go. It's a start, isn't it? As I say, this paper will soften the look. So in this spread there are a lot of kind of greens and browns, and as I've said, children's images, and I do have more book children's images if I feel I need them for the other side. I've got more of them, so I bought some vintage books for not a lot of money, and yeah, I know it sounds simple, but I tear them up, so I'm not going to use them for anything else. So I think I want to use maybe part of that for journaling, but not all of it. So what I think I will do is I'll cut the top. So I hope you guys are good, and hope that life is treating you well. So part of the reason why I'm doing this self-care journal is because I really need it at the moment. Going through some tough times, and I think sitting in here and journaling, or junk journaling, is slightly different from decorative planning, in the sense that whilst decorative planning is also relaxing, it's still not as tactile perhaps, and it's still not as good for self-care as this is. So if you haven't done it before, it doesn't matter if you call it junk journaling, art journaling, scrapbooking. It's basically building up pages that suit you in your own creative flair, and then allowing enough time for journaling, enough space for journaling, however much you want to do, or however little. You may not actually want to write in it at all, and that's also fine. There's no rules, that's the thing. People make them, but in reality there is no rules. I do it my way. You might look at it and go, oh no, I wouldn't do it like that, but it's my way, and then you do it your way, and I might say I wouldn't do it like that. Okay, this is a sticker, so that's nice. I thought it was going to need glue. It's nice to have an option not to use the glue. The time kind of warped look, it's there. As you know, you might be noticing, I'm not quite sure where to go with the lace yet, because I could just cover the whole thing with lace. To be honest, I quite like that look, but also obviously screening the decor, isn't it? Or we go top perhaps. There's a bookmark there. Okay, do you know what? We don't want to spend too long faffing around. So I think let's not use all of the lace. Let me go across, because I can use some on another page, maybe the opposite page actually. Maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just reveal the rabbit. Let's see the bunny. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stick that down. So a little tip if you're using the tape and you don't want to go for wet glue is, if you've got a material, then put the tape onto the paper, not the material. It sounds obvious, I know, but it's not entirely obvious, and it should be okay. Let's see where it goes. Just come across here a little bit. Right, I don't want too much glue on because the lace is dainty, delicate, and it should just stick on. It should. I think that's okay. Actually, it needs to stick over a little bit more. Now if I find that lace doesn't take, then I'll pop something on top of it, and that will help it to stick better than this. But we won't panic for a minute, because I think it might be alright. As I say, you can use wet glue, it's fine, any glue is fine, if it takes it, if it holds it. Okay. So in theory, I could make that a bit of a pocket there, if I want to, but it is delicate, so we'll see how it goes. Let's build up a few more ideas first. Now this can be journaled on, albeit it's quite thin, but there's no reason why that can't be journaled on. It could be that we even, see, that can work, I think, because it's quite thin, isn't it? So I'll write on the back of that, and I might write here as well. So I know it's sideways, but again, dulls it up, although I don't quite like the fact that I can't see that, so let's just rethink that one a moment. Now what else have I got? Let me see. I've got these. Now these were dried off a long time ago. Now these just kind of include them there for a bit of texture. See how it goes. I don't think the lace is holding how I want it to at the minute anyway. So let's get some stickers, because that will hold things a bit. I know in here I've got some black stickers with like a bronze on it. Somewhere these ones are only little, but they might help me with this experiment. So if I feel like I've spent long enough doing one page, then that's where I was going to stop, or I might just start the next page. Let's see. So I feel like although these are a different look, these could really work to pin the corners in, keep everything in its place. And that's going to allow even more of a pocket. So let me just move those around for effect, crush them a bit. Yeah, that's nice. Let's get a couple more in. So the reason why I'm not going to put that in there is I don't want to cover that nice page up there. So I'm going to think about some more papers in a minute. Okay, I'm going to keep going with that because it's working. Right, let's get everything else out. I mean, I could introduce some more lace, seeing how we're going down that route. I feel like the blue is nice. And blue is nice. And the blue kind of goes with that blue. Got some white, so yeah, okay. Let's give it some body. Just put a few down the bottom there, look. So when it comes to lace, you can get lace on the Etsy, little bundles and things. I think it's hard to find varied lace, which is why I put these bundles together, because you tend to find people calling it junk journal lace or shabby chic, and it tends to be the little oddments of kind of pale lace, which is fine if that's your look, you know, your aesthetic, then that's absolutely fine, isn't it? But if you want something different, it's quite hard to find, I would say. Okay, I like that. And do you know what? I'm going to not use the blue, I'm going to use these this time. So, I don't know if you realise, but this could be another pocket. So I can journal on the back of that piece of paper. Sometimes I do after the pen work when it comes to my planning, but when it comes to self-care journaling and it's private, then I probably wouldn't do that. Well, I know I wouldn't do that, so I won't want you to see what I'm writing. Just about manage that okay. I think I need a little bit of down the bottom. Maybe one. I'm not worried if it's straight, not worried if it's puckered. It's not meant to be perfect. In fact, imperfections are probably good. Right, okay, so now we can do something at the top. Let me see what we have. So I've got this children's picture here, but that's massive, so that's no good. Let's see what I've got in this envelope. Sometimes I don't know what it is I'm looking for until I see it. Hope you know what I mean by that. So these butterfly things are quite cute. And this is quite cute. I don't want anything too big, so that actually might be alright. Oh, and then we've got a nice brownie thing going on, like retro looking. So let's get that out for a minute. Let's put this envelope to hand, shall we? Okay, so that's pretty, but it's not right. These are more likely to be right for this, I think. A little mushroom. I think if I could fold this, I can get to see the rabbit better. I'm sure you'll agree that that might actually be better. So let's just fold that, because it's going to be pulled in and out of writing on anyway. So let's fold that down. Welcome to the seagulls. And what I'm going to do is cut a weird shape off of that. This is strange as paper, but perfect for what I'm doing. Forgotten that I hadn't stuck that down yet. Yeah, I like that. Again, that could be a pocket. It's just how many do I want, really? And that could be journaled on. Yeah, let's do it. If you can create pockets on your scrapbook page or your junk journal, then you've got places you can journal without people seeing what's on the actual journaling, if you want it to be more hidden. And some of my pages aren't. I've got lined kind of postcardy bits of paper where I've done it openly. Well, I've just filled all that in now, so it's not going to be a pocket anymore. So I was too busy talking and I've glued it all down. I really like that anyway, be it pocket or not a pocket. And I feel like I want to keep going along those lines. I think the browns work with the little bits of colour splashed around. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to put that one in. Maybe, let's try and remember that this could be a pocket now. Not go all the way around. Let's part the way around. Actually, I can go more of an angle. Kind of like that. I think I prefer that. Okay, so if I want, then these can be popped in. They're very thin, so they're not going to really last much writing, but quite nice, isn't it? Okay. Well, it would be, except that that just went straight through and now it's going to rip. So no. Let's not do that then. Changing what I'm doing, changing it up, okay? Changing it up. Just put that on there. I've got enough places to journal even if I use that piece of paper, so I'm not too worried about it. I would have quite liked to. I think one of those is fine. Okay. That's getting there, isn't it? We're still not there yet. We need something different. Definitely not there yet. Right. These are some of my stickers. They're quite bright, but sometimes that can work, although dog would look good because it's nice muted colours. And the reason why we can't have the kind of roses, sort of, don't know, there. Again, different layers, different textures. It's fine. I do like these lady stamps that I have in here, but I've used them on every page, but I wonder whether I can still do it. Let me see. Again, these are in my shop. Okay, so my shop is creativekingfisher.com. These are quite nice and muted. I don't know, can I get her in there? Yeah, that will look good. So do that one, and I think that page is finished. And then I am tempted to do the next page. I think I will. Do that at an angle. There we go. I think that's all where it needs to be. Okay, a bit messy with these stickers, but does sort of work. So that's page 1, and now we're going to move on to page 2. Okay, so it's actually page 6 not page 2, isn't it? So if I want it to, the pages to kind of look good together, then I'll carry the lace across along with some different elements that I've got this. So if you've never done journaling before, whether it be any type of journaling, you will find that if you are wanting to get your thoughts out on paper, it's an amazing thing to do. And if you're creative, then it's great because you can let yourself go and it doesn't have to be perfect. So I love it. It's quite messy. You want to see my desk right now. So I love this. This has come out of nursery, some sort of nursery rhyme book, but it's quite an old one. I just love it, but we don't need all of it. So I want the pink dots really. I don't think I'm going to fit all of that in there, so we'll see. I'll try and get most of it in. It's going to overlap a little bit, which I don't want, so I'm going to have to go down below that. Might be able to use those pink dots somewhere else though, possibly. Okay, that's nice, isn't it? Like that. Then I might edge it with this lace. I don't need all of it. Just maybe the most flowery bit for this side. So a good thing about lace and journaling with lace, like if I just wanted to use one little flower out of this piece of lace for an embellishment, I could. Or if you're a sewer, then obviously you would know what you want to do with it. But okay, so that's going to go there. And then I like this hessian. Think about that in a minute, so it's quite thick. So I've got some music note paper. I don't want too much of it. And this pretty thing here. Let's get that in before we get too excited. Okay, that is a great start. It's a great start. Now, I could just leave it like that, but being that we're overlapping and overlaying, it wouldn't look quite right. We wouldn't have enough texture, so I'm just gonna be prepared to lose quite a lot of this here. But of course you wouldn't have to do that if you didn't want to. So let me get this in. So that might be an option. I've got some vellum. Again, gives another texture, doesn't it? Maybe that could work. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Let's just chop that off a minute. And I think I'm going to take the bottom off a little bit. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't really add much to it, but it's another layer, and when I'm feeling it and looking at it and handling it, I will love the fact that there's a little bit of vellum there. There you go. So you can see, okay, so we've got a start, we've got a start. Now, I could be adding in that layer there. So now I've got that vellum in, I'm not as sure. Or I could go down that edge there. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's do that. Okay, that's nice. So chop that off a little bit there. This was an old scrapbook that's been laying around for ages and I hadn't used. So the junk journaling is slightly different. And it's actually Peter Rabbit. So it's a nice kind of cloth cover as well. It's very sweet. I really like it. Okay, so going to maybe put that there in a minute, but I do have some of my own stickers which I printed. I can't even tell you how long ago these were printed. Kind of when I was experimenting with making my own stickers, not like now when I've actually sent them off to be manufactured, but when I was using my own papers. So I don't want all of them. I'm thinking maybe that one, not that one, and then just layer a little bit more with that. Okay, yes. So I've got this old envelope, and if I put that on I'm going to lose like all of the decor, so I'm not going to go down that route. Let's see what I've got. I do have loads of things, but it's the right thing. Oh, this was sent to me by Donna, that's nice. That will be lovely because actually some of my issues that I have at the moment are around children, so having something like that in there might be a really nice pickup. So we've got this, it's quite big though. Now I definitely think this one should go in and make myself a little hole there and put some lace in. So let's have a look at this lace pack. I think we've got the thin one here. That could be handy. So the lace bundle is 6 pieces of lace. The smallest thin one there is a 6th piece, so it's kind of something and nothing, I'll admit, but something like this, it could be really, really handy. Okay, come on then, out you come, mate. Where are you? Okay, I mean, if you were doing this properly, you wouldn't do it the way I'm doing it, but you know, I'm afraid it's just me. Just need to get on with it. Okay, so it's nice. I think that cream is good with it, and it's nice and springy this. So, and because I've got coil here, I can actually get away with tying it around the coil, which is quite handy. Obviously your book might not have that, you might need to stick it in, which is fine, however you need to do it. There's no rules. Okay, I love that. So I quite like the fact that we've got this blank bit here, but I can write along there. We need some more journaling area. No, I don't like that actually. Let me grab the children's book that I had this one from, because I feel like we might need that. I don't want anything too bright, that's cute. Yeah, I'm gonna don't get despondent with me, Ripley, okay? Because I'm okay with it, and if you're not okay with it, then you don't have to do it. The reason why I'm okay with it is I know that book is quite old-fashioned in its delivery of words. It's not something that you would easily use with children now, and I'm not interested in kind of selling it for money or anything, so I'm okay with using it. So that's my thoughts behind it, but of course each to their own. Okay, so if I put that there, it stands out quite nice. It almost stands out too much, but I'm gonna grab some stickers, I think, see what I can get my hands on sticker wise. I think I'm gonna go, yeah, slightly wonky with it. Yeah, okay. Now, okay, so I've decided to go for a little bit of this because I feel like it's lacking in texture. I think this thing here up here can be, I can write on it. It can be supposed to write and, under, around, and here and here. So it's fairly private, not entirely. And then we've got a little crown sticker, which is just a bit different. It gives it a bit of glitz. So if you've enjoyed this, folks, then please subscribe. Check out my channel, you'll find some more junk journaling on there if that's what you like. Or if you want to call it scrapbooking, this is more like a scrapbook format as the actual book, but the way that I'm handling it and doing it is more like junk journaling, so it's somewhere in between, I suppose. Put that there. And stick this one in. Hopefully you'll join my merry band of subscribers. Okay, let me just show you. I can get everything out of the way. That we have our 2 pages. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on my channel, Creative Kingfisher. Thank you.